Thank you for giving me your time today. I appreciate you all being here. Today, what you guys are gonna get is a paring knife for me that looks just like this. I please ask you to keep the paring knives inside of their boxes until you leave Sam's Club, as they are very sharp. They are like blades on the end of a stick, and management would really appreciate you guys to keep them in your boxes. Por favor, mantengan los cuchillos que yo les voy a regalar adentro de la caja, porque cortan mucho, son bien sharp, y el management aquí, eso es lo que nos está pidiendo, por favor. Okay. I would like for you guys to give me a different thank you today by just allowing me to show you one of our products today. I am here with Hessler Worldwide, and we are the makers of this knife here. I don't know if you guys remember a commercial on TV a little while ago where the guy cuts through a soda can with a knife. That is his exact same knife right here. And I'm sorry guys, right. That is his exact same knife right here. Now, at home, I'm assuming most of you have a knife that looks like this, something like this, the Old Faithful. And what happens with these knives after you buy them? You start cutting, you buy them, 1 week or 2 weeks later, you start cutting with them, and what happens to the blade? They go dull, they don't work anymore. Your handles start cracking, and you get all this nasty chicken juice inside of it that you can't get out of it. It's really unhealthy. You can get your entire family sick by this. So, our knives come stainless steel from tip to tip. Our handles are integrated as one solid piece, so you can't get no chicken juice inside of it and get your family sick with it. You know what I'm saying? It's really nasty, right? So, have you guys ever tried to cut into a tomato with Old Faithful? And what happens when you try to cut into a tomato? It's always dull. It never really goes through. You guys got to kind of stab it to get it in there and to get it started. With our knife, our handle is heavy enough to make the cut for you. You let the knife do the work itself. It's always going to give you a nice clean cut the first day, the second day. When you buy it, the week, a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years later, you're always going to have nice perfect cuts. The blade will never go dull. And if it does go dull, we have a lifetime warranty that replaces the knife. Anything happens, your fault, whoever's fault, I don't care whose fault it is. You just send us the knife, we'll send you a brand new knife back. Okay? And what happens when you try to cut some bread with Old Faithful here? It just never goes out the way you plan it to. It doesn't work. It's a bad idea. So what do you need? You need one of these guys. Our knives come 3-in-1. We have carving, we have a slicer. And if you look at the tip of our knives, have a great little tool here, and what it's used for, you can use it for anything. Pick up your steak, your meats, anything. You're flipping your meat on the barbecue, you know? It's a really great thing to have on a knife like this, okay? And so, you guys remember the commercial where they cut through a soda can, right? Well, today, I'm not gonna cut through a soda can. I'm gonna cut through something that's a little bit harder than that, a little bit harder than bone, a little bit harder than anything you can cut through with a knife. I have here today a hammer. Sir, would you please make sure that that hammer is a real hammer and I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you? Now, can I have everyone please come in closer? Because I really want you to see this. I really want you to see. Toda la gente, por favor, acérquense, que yo quiero que ustedes vean esto, por favor. Entiendan, right? We grab our knife, and you pick a spot, any spot. And I want you to see the integrity of this knife. You're gonna go ham, you go crazy on it. You go crazy on it, and I'm not gonna try to cut through the whole hammer, obviously. I don't have all day, and this is not a hacksaw, right? But I just wanted to show you guys that no matter what you do to the blade, it will never mess up its integrity, right? You guys see these shavings on here? That came completely from the hammer, not my knife, okay? Now, who here shops in bulk? Obviously, you're in a store that sells everything in bulk. What happens when you buy all that meat, you put it in your freezer, and now you want to cut some of it, right? What do? You cook the whole thing and freeze the whole thing back up? You shouldn't have to. Our knives are cut through anything frozen meat, wood, bone, anything you can think of. These knives are just made to be tough. It's a really great product. So now what happens? We're all thinking, all right, so he cut through some metal, he cut through some bone, he cut through something. Now, what happens to this blade? Normally, you try this at home with any of your knives, and you're gonna make your knife into a butter knife, so don't try it at home. You still get perfect cuts, as if it was the first cut out of the box. How's that for you guys? How many say that that's a great knife? Awesome. Now, what's the $1 million question? How much is it, right? That's what I was asking. I was waiting for these guys to ask me, right? So our competitor has a knife just like ours online right now, and it's the same concept. They have a cheap handle. It's plastic. You get that chicken juice in there that you don't want, right? And they charge you $59.99 for the knife, $69.99, I'm sorry, for the knife. They charge you, make you wait 4 days, and then they charge you an extra shipping fee. Our knife today, you can pick up only here at Sam's Club. We don't put them on the shelves. You only get them here at this stand today. Our knife goes for $59.99. Now, I cannot do anything about the price. But what I can do, because this is nationally advertised price for Sam's Club, what I can do is add a whole bunch of more value to this. If you take this home today, you will get a second one to take with you. Now, a lot of people use them to carve. A lot of people stick them right in a pineapple, wrap a bow around it, give it to your mom, give it to your friend as a Christmas present. They make really great presents. As long as they have the Hessler logo on it, you will always get a lifetime warranty replacement. And I don't care who has it. You don't need a box, you don't need a receipt, you don't need anything. Just send me the knife, I'll send you one back. It's that simple, right? Now today, this is the free pairing knife that you guys will all be receiving from me. When I give you these knives, are you guys gonna say thank you? I just wanna make sure you guys are nice people, you know, before I give you a knife, right? But so, that's a pairing knife you'll be getting. Included with these, you'll get 2 pairing knives that are just like this, but upgraded. They're stainless steel from tip to tip. They're good for cutting cheese and snacks and anything like that. They're really great with the women. They're small knives. They're really nice knives. Really beautiful knives. But that's not all, folks. Today, we have this guy. This is the kitchen workhorse. These guys use this for everything. This is what you do your slicing, your dicing with, everything else. You know, this is what the professionals use on TV. You see all your professional chefs, they all have this knife. This is something you need in your kitchen, right? All of this today for $59.99. So you got $60, you got $120, you got $140, $160. And that's not all. Who recognizes what this is? Fishing. Right? Any fishermen in here? No. This is a fillet knife, and what fillet knives are for is to do filleting. So let's see if I can get this tomato to hop right out the skin today, right? And not only that, now we're gonna fillet the fillet. How you like that, guys? If you really don't like your people coming over, you can give them tomatoes this size, really nice and thin, right? You can almost see through that. That's a great slice for a fillet knife, right? That's great. Now, who would here tell me that this is a great value only at $59.99? It's a great deal to take home. So far, right? And that's not all. I have more value to add on to this, guys. Who likes here cappuccinos, frappuccinos, stuff like that? Right? I have a magic whisk here. You put this guy in here, you start whisking, and everything whisks right up to the top of your, right? And that's another $20 value added on here today. And you get all of this, people, for $59.99. And now you can use this to whip up your kids' eggs, whatever it is, your slime. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put slime on this. Right. But you can whip up whatever it is that you want with this thing. It's an amazing tool to have in the kitchen, and I know a lot of ladies love it, right? So for $59.99 today, guys, you guys can take this home. And so before I give out these free pairing knives, who's taking home the first set?
Mommy.
You're taking home the first set, sir? Thank you, sir.
Mommy.
Who's taking home the second set?
Do you want it for your birthday?
You gonna take it?
Do you get the free?
Yeah, I'm giving you a free pairing knife no matter what. And before I go ahead and give out your free pairing knives, people, I just have another promotional offer here. And we'll have this whole entire set here, which is completely rubber-proof and waterproof, and you can put this in your dishwasher, and this is $129.99, people. That is all, folks. I really want to thank you for your time, and here I'll give you your free pairing knives. All right, guys? Thank you so much.
You have steak knives included?
Yes, exactly. These are steak knives, and they're the same exact things as your carving knives, except they're smaller.
She wanted to give that to you so she could get her free knife.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll give that to you in just a second. Guys, can you guys give yourselves a round of applause for putting up with me? Well, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. All right.